just when you thought he was finally gone, the Vikings cut their losses. Nope, just kidding, he is back. Laquon Treadwell, yes, that guy, that first round pick everybody hates, he's back in Minnesota. Vikings fans, rejoice, our savior has returned. He is back. But joking aside, because I believe this isn't a joke, this isn't Barry McCockner, this is for real. Joking aside, why does this make some sense? Let's talk about it. Why would the Vikings bring back the one touchdown machine, Laquon Treadwell? Well, first and foremost, he's getting paid anyways. So after the Chad Beebe injury, you bring back a guy that you're already paying to come back, so literally doesn't change your cap value at all this season. So you just bring him back. He obviously already knows the offense well enough where you don't have any delay of getting him acclimated to the system. So if the Vikings are looking at one of these other newly free agent receivers like Michael Crabtree, we have some time to play with maybe getting them a tryout, seeing how well they would be able to recognize the language in the playbook and get an idea of how long it would take them to understand this playbook and see how well they would get along with Kirk Cousins. And you just bring Laquon Treadwell on for the time being, because Chad Beebe, with his ankle injury, we don't really know the severity of it yet, but since they signed Laquon Treadwell, I would say that's a sign that it's a decent length injury, and maybe the halfway point IR thing they could do. And I would not expect Chad Beebe for a few weeks, so you bring Laquon back, and you have some instant, may that be some minimal, but instant recognition with the quarterback. And of course, Kirk Cousins has been struggling, so you bring back his safety blanket, Laquon Treadwell, and this will bring this Vikings offense to the next level. I say with heavy sarcasm, so nobody can take me seriously in the comments section. But obviously, the Vikings offensive coaches and GM Rick Spielman saw Cousins has been struggling, so let's bring back Laquon Treadwell to bring this offense to the next level. And then obviously we want to sweeten the pot a little bit with Jacksonville. We'll bring in Xavier Rhodes and now Laquon Treadwell in our trade proposal. Send them over for Jalen Ramsey. Let's make it happen. But all jokes aside, I think this is just probably a couple-week thing. I do think the Vikings will give a heavy look to one of these new free agent receivers. But hey, this is one last audition tape, one last chance for Laquon, because he was not picking up any traction. I don't know, that's not surprising for a lot of you fans out there, but I thought for sure he would be signed on as a wide receiver 4 or 5 somewhere else, because I think he had plenty of talent and a big enough resume to warrant a wide receiver 4 or 5, because he's done plenty for that. But he didn't, so the GMs must have not thought so. So this is the last chance probably for Laquon Treadwell to prove that he's good enough, because Vikings certainly have no depth at wide receiver. We had 4, Beebe's hurt, so now we have, of course, Diggs Thielen, wide receiver 1 and 2, and now all of a sudden 7th rounder Obisi Johnson is wide receiver 3, and Laquon Treadwell's wide receiver 4. And then if you want to say Irv Smith is kind of a hybrid wide receiver tight end that gives the Vikings a little bit more depth, but they've been sticking him in line at tight end, so I don't think that's much of an option. Obviously the Vikings could do it, but that hasn't been the way the Vikings have been doing it with our tight ends. They've been a lot more in line. Kyle Rudolph could slide out there too, but we need the depth for sure, and Laquon Treadwell is the simplest option for the time being. But hopefully Michael Crabtree gets a call soon. But I'm excited to see what Obisi Johnson can do with the ones, as much as seeing if Laquon Treadwell can maybe, after a few weeks off, maybe get his head straight on, and maybe we'll have a little bit of a Laquon Treadwell renaissance in Minnesota. Let's see how it happens. we need a roster spot that's at the very least what he will fill. He'll give the Vikings some depth. We've been running the ball fabulously, so he gives the Vikings a fantastic blocking option at the very least. Let's see what happens with Laquon going forward. Give me your thoughts in the comments. Let's see how mad everybody is. And hopefully this isn't just another Barry McCockner troll. We'll see if it is. Otherwise, we'll see you guys in the next Joe Z Vikings video. See you guys then.